We're live.
We're live?
Oh, yeah.
just...
방금. Hi guys, sorry for being 8 minutes late. We just got here. Say hi, David.
Hi. Hello,
Hi.
hello. Hello. Hello, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Is it Chanami's here? Oh, yeah, he's giving memberships again.
Wow.
Thank you. Guys,
Okay,
thank you for supporting the channel. Loved your new video. Thank you so much. I spent a lot of time and effort. But now, okay, I have to discuss the... Are you live yet? Kind of. Okay, let me wait like one more second. One more minute. It's a lovely day today in Seoul.
Yes.
Yes. And we're shooting... No, this way. We're shooting some photos after this. Bella's coming from Ramen and Chill.
Wait, let me announce that again.
Okay, you go for it.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to KPC Live and Anna's Live. So yes, it's April 2nd, already April. The cherry blossoms have bloomed and Anna was just telling us about how wonderful a day it is. And what else? What were you getting to?
We're saying Bella's coming.
Oh,
in
okay,
a
yeah.
bit.
Bella from Ramen and Chill is going to come.
Because we're shooting what?
We're shooting some model shoots, some outfits.
Yeah.
So
Being a model today.
yeah. So for our new online store Pidoso, we launched like a simple, logo play kind of T-shirt, hoodie, and windrunner, just for the sake of the brand. And we have wonderful models here, Anna and Bella. So I used my friend Chance. to model for us. So we're gonna go for like a shoot. It's a lovely day, so looking forward to that.
You all switched seating. This is new.
Oh, did we?
I sat there last
I
week.
didn't know. I didn't notice. Okay, yeah. It's just more convenient for me to be on this side.
Oh yeah, yesterday was April Fool's, but nothing happened really.
It's still April Fool's in America, right?
Oh, in America.
I think so. Is it?
It's Monday Eve.
Tell me if it's April Fool's in America right now, please.
It's
Let me
Monday
know.
evening.
It's Monday evening. Let me just get that tripod out of the way. You say something.
Yeah.
Is it April Fool's? Oh.
Yeah, it is. Get Anna lunch for modeling looks. Yeah, of course. He has to buy me lunch.
Yes, that was part of the deal.
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I'm not wearing contacts right now. So I was like, why is slightly blurry? But I can read everything on my screen.
So we have some news to announce. Actually, Anna and I have started dating, and it's day one. So right before
We've been lying all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
The rumors are true.
Actually, we're married.
Yeah.
And we have 2 children. And their names are.
There's a third on the way.
Yeah. What were their names again? I'm a bad father.
Bean and Blue and yeah, we're doing our best to try and up the Korean birth rate.
Yeah.
We're doing our bit for the country.
Also, we're gonna adopt a child too.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
We didn't have this discussion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, people are like, you just said Anna and David are dating. Show us the kids. Yeah.
Every life. But anyway, can I just talk briefly about what's going on?
Go on.
So I uploaded a video to my YouTube. It's about Korean birth rate and nobody's getting married. And primarily, I'm telling everyone the reason is because of money and people just can't afford it. And and then one of my friends, Annie Nova, she made a video on TikTok saying, nobody in Korea, because there's this thing on TikTok going around, the 4B movement, and they're saying all women in Korea are following the 4B.
What's the 4B?
4B means 비혼, 비섹스, 비연애, 비결혼.
B.
So no sex, no dating, no marriage, no men basically.
What kind of life is that?
So they're saying, I think what has happened because it's literally the randomest thing to pop up. Some American online publications, they posted about the 4B movement and saying it comes from Korea.
Oh, really?
About 2 weeks ago, and then people, I guess, got wind of it, and then they started making videos about it on TikTok and being like, oh,
like non-Koreans.
yeah, obviously non-Koreans,
okay,
people
okay.
living in the West.
Yeah.
And basically, so Annie made a video saying, guys, this has been like seriously overblown. Like nobody's talking about this in Korea. Nobody has actually, like obviously the concept of feminism and like feminist groups that has existed. Nobody is using the term 4B movement or 4B 운동 in Korea.
Okay.
It's literally a term made up by like,
The Western media?
yeah, the Western media. Nobody's
I
saying that
haven't,
here.
see, like, I haven't
No
heard of it.
Koreans have been talking about that. There's been nothing in the news that's been like, you know. Oh, thank you, Patrick, for the $5. I'll get to your comment in a second. But so basically, she made a video saying, I talked to my Korean friends. Nobody has, talked about this.
Yep.
And so I stitched her video, and I was like, this is completely true. And I'm like, most people are like wanting to find love, wanting to date, wanting to get married. And I was like, just don't believe all the things. And then I said at the end, like, it's just the Western media likes to highlight these radical groups of misandrists and misogynists. And then people got really triggered over the fact that I said misandrist. Do you know what it means?
Yeah,
It's basically like hating men and discriminating against men. And they're like, that's not even real. That's not a thing. You can't discriminate against men. And I was like, it's just as real as misogyny. It's a term to describe a group of people hating men.
Wow, this is a very riled up stream as soon as we start.
Soon as we start. And then literally that video blown up, and then all of those groups of extreme people attacking me, saying like, also it's like hilarious how they're trying to tell me as a Korean living in Korea, like, you're just one person. You don't represent the entirety of a small pool of friends. And I'm like, I think I still know better than you.
So
more about my country than you.
So these people are non-Koreans commenting?
Yes, Americans, most likely.
Why are you saying, assuming they're Americans?
I mean, because a lot of TikTok is American.
Okay.
Yeah, and like it's just hilarious to me. They're pushing they're like, so even if I tell them the truth, they just don't believe me. And then they're like, it was a whole bunch of things like, and then somebody said, because I talked about the marriage service things that people like use these marriage matchmaking services, and then they were like, oh, then that's not even better. It's not much better. It's unfortunate that you guys are so desperately looking for love. And I'm like, read your comment very slowly. It's unfortunate that you guys are looking for love. Is that a bad thing? Like, what is the alternative? Oh, you should be looking for hate instead. I'm like, what is their problem?
No, I think you kind of misinterpreted that. It's like, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you have to look for love. You know, I think that's what the person was meaning.
But also, like, they were saying, like, yeah, you should not trust your dad or your brother because they're all secretly wanting to rape you. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna argue with these.
Yeah, those people have a problem.
Yeah, I'm not. Do you think? And they're like, all men are like this. It's just statistically, it's true. You can't ignore the statistics. So I'm like, okay, statistically, I'm gonna make an entire video going all of the comments.
Wow.
I will.
Okay.
But then I'm like, if that is your logic, if you say you hate men because statistically they are, violent or like they rape or they assault, and you just assume all men, every single man that you meet is going to be like that. There is no different to like suddenly coming across a black person and you're saying statistically they have
That's not good.
No, because it's the exact same logic that they're using.
Okay,
it's the exact same. Statistically, because they have more like criminal convictions, then statistically they're like going to be a criminal. Or like, do you think I come here like every week, sit next to David and think like he's a secret rapist and he's a secret killer?
I'm a secret.
I don't hate men.
I'm not even gonna say that.
I don't hate men for just existing. Like, I don't agree with this. Those people are actually crazies, and I will make a retaliation video.
Nah, I think you should just ignore it.
No, I will. I will monetize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rain says
it's
they're
engagement.
chronically online people.
Literally.
Yeah, but anyways, okay, what a way to start.
Wait, Patrick, thank you for the $5. First you, then Karina, then Chihiro, now Anna. Man can't catch a break in as well.
Yeah, where's our dispatch? Yeah, somewhere around the windows over here.
Taken.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah,
wait, people are saying, Anna, change place. David looks Zoom. Tell him to go back a little bit. How?
Is that
fine?
okay?
Or maybe because I should just put my laptop this way.
Yeah, probably.
We're looking in different directions. Is mine connected to this too? This mic?
Yes.
Okay, so is that better if we look in the same direction?
I think so. Probably, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, sounds like they're in denial of the truth that you spoke of. I thought your last post was informative, and most of what you said has been mentioned by others as well. And yes, this is David's new studio, for those of you who may not have watched last week.
It's slowly getting into progress.
Slowly getting into progress.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is a fact that not a lot of people are getting married nowadays because of all the economic and financial and like all the hardships and stuff. But there are people that still want to get married.
Yeah.
In the core, but they just can't because it's like a feasibility problem now. So that's sad. That's sad. Anyways, okay. Thank you for the super chat, Angie Cha, for the $5 pizza. Yes, Anna, set people straight. Thank you.
Why Anna has a small chair, David?
Oh, you can sit in this one if you want. I got her a comfy chair with a back with a cushion.
I want the swivel chair.
Okay, you want this one? This one is more uncomfortable, just for your info. Yeah. This would match our like.
Now we're like,
height,
now height-wise is better.
Okay. But yeah. Okay, so that was our catch-up talk, was it?
So are Koreans not having babies because it is expensive? Yeah, that is the reason. Yes. Please go watch the video. But yeah, even the cost of a wedding, we were saying a few lives ago, it was like someone was asking like, is 54K too expensive? And we're like, yeah. Okay, but catch-up talk. How have you been? Are you live streaming on?
Yeah, I'm just like trying to get Instagram folks to my live stream. So I'll just shut this down now. Anyways, yeah, I was just busy with you know, like the business over there. Obviously made our own like brand t-shirts for you guys. You'll be able to see them in a bit on Piroso over here, piroso.net. Yeah, we've been busy like applying to like a lot of like, you know, government subsidiary funds or whatever, that kind of stuff. And that's basically it. Went on walks with my dog, enjoy the cherry blossoms. And
the cherry blossoms, I think they're gonna bloom this week.
They're already bloomed.
Blooming.
It's like fully bloomed over there. Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could show you right now. Like take the camera outside and then, you know, explore our neighborhood, but
Oh yeah, and like, you know, last week's live, I mentioned that I'm getting interviewed by the German newspaper thing.
Oh yeah, right.
The name, and people actually, I saw the comment, like, it was the right one. I forgot how you actually say it, but that's tomorrow. So I'm meeting the guy tomorrow. So that's exciting. Yeah, and then, yeah, this week I'm just like meeting loads of people. Like I have friends coming over from New York and this kind of thing.
Wow, so many friends.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, yeah, if it's too many engagements in 1 week, and then on Friday there's like another influencer event I have to attend. It's a very packed week. But yeah, I mean, that TikTok video gave me more like ideas actually. So actually, it's kind of been useful. More ideas for content, because something I go through, like, you know, when you have like a mental block, writer's block, and then this gave me new ideas. So
That's good.
thank you to those people.
Yeah. Is it J Bros who's coming from New York?
No. It's the Google, Lena, the one I told you. She's here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
fun.
a Google employee. Yeah.
Okay. Spring Ray says I'm going to come too late to see the blossoms. Yeah, they're already there. So if you come now, I think you'll maybe catch the end of it. But yeah. Anyway.
Okay, shall we? Because we probably can't do a long live as we do usually.
Right, so we gotta do a shoot after this. We got a lot of news today, so let's go straight into the
main
news.
one.
Yeah, and before we go on, would really appreciate this if you support my stream via PayPal over here.
And mine too. It's on the pinned comments.
Yeah, PayPal.com/Korean, PayPal.me/Korean Pizza Club. Yes.
Okay, wait, let me find them.
Yes. 안녕하세요. 좋은 아침입니다. 네, 좋은 아침입니다.
Okay, let's talk about the main news that everyone was asking to talk about.
What is that?
한소희.
한소희. Okay. I'm kind of tired of that. Honestly, I did a live stream right before I came on DKDK or the Patreons, and
just now? This morning?
Right
아,
before
진짜?
this. Yeah, and then I talked about like 한소희 Ryu Jun Yeol for like an hour
Oh,
over
you
there.
did.
So I was like, oh, let's get rid of this news.
But okay,
here we
we
go.
have to talk about it.
Okay,
though,
okay.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Yeah, this one. Okay, parts ways.
So for those of you who, I guess, if you know the drama, Hyeri, is there a picture of her? Oh, okay.
So basically, they've broken up after they've
So,
gone public.
Yeah, Hyeri is the OG girlfriend. They were together. Her and Ryu Jun Yeol were together for like 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years together. But then they broke up last year, and then Han Soi, it was revealed that they're dating. They were pictured together in Hawaii. And then there was all this commotion. So once the news article got out, Hyeri, the ex-girlfriend, she posted to her Instagram a picture of like a Hawaii background.
Yeah.
And she said, 재밌네, which
Yeah.
means like, oh, that's interesting, that's amusing. And so she stirred up the pot, which I think she kind of, like, why did she do that? Like, she's a celebrity. She should have known like what that would cause, you know? And okay, yeah, it's her ex-boyfriend, but like, you're not just like any normal person. You're a celebrity. People are gonna be looking at what you're, you know. So she was like, that's interesting, and then that caused a whole bunch of drama. Han Soi, she I guess apologized, right? Did she apologize, or she put out a statement?
Yeah, she's been
Posting all
everything.
over the
Yeah,
place.
she's been sorry. She's been not sorry. She's been, I don't know. Like,
Yeah. I think she was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. And then she was like, no, but like you guys were like broken up. Like, why did you do that? You guys broke up at the end of like, no, like last year at some point. We did not do like, he did not flip flop immediately to me. You guys were broken up for a good time before we even started our relationship.
Yeah. And part of her fault was revealing like personal information about their relationship without any consent. So a lot of people criticized her about that. And then she started posting things on her blogs, like replying to like all the upvoted comments there, like trying to explain herself, and that caused like more tea. Like people consume that kind of stuff, you know. So
and then she was dropped from her various like engagements. Like when she was a model for certain brands, they dropped her.
Yeah, she's been talking nonstop, honestly.
Yeah,
even after the breakup, she posted like a picture of like a scene from a Western movie. Yeah.
This one, Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
After her divorce. So she's like, I'm finally free. So basically they broke up though after all this commotion of 2 weeks of being in the news cycle. It's like, okay, now after all that, they've broken up. And the funny thing is the guy, Ryu Jun Yeol, he has not said anything.
He has put out a statement from his company, his management.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, you know, he's been very official about this, like very, you know, under the radar. Like he hasn't said anything personally. And people are pointing out it's very funny that he responded immediately after the breakup news. Like, the management.
They're like, wanna cut ties, not involved
I
with
don't
this.
know if that's the intent, but like people are like, you know, when this whole thing started, he was quiet for a while, at least like 3 days or 2 days, and then responded very slowly. But when they broke up, like his management came out and confirmed immediately, like yes, they broke up. So
David is more good looking than that guy.
well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thank you eitherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people on TikTok saying like, what? Why are these two beautiful women arguing over him?
Yeah, that was the main response.
That was
initially.
the main response.
Yeah.
What do they see in him? I mean, this is quite a comment, but they're like, he must have a big ding dong or something.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's sexual harassment, guys. Like, don't say that.
That is harassment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
don't say
that
stuff
kind of
like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what a messy. Like usually, you know, Hollywood stars sometimes they get really messy on social media.
Yeah.
But this is usually not a thing that Korean celebrities do because they have very strict contracts with brands. And yeah, the fact that she got dropped from the brands, that tells you like you can't behave, like you can't just post whatever you want on social media, and it's not. Yeah.
I think this has been just consumed too much. People should just carry on with their lives. I think Han Soi, you know, what I said in my past live stream is like, if you had to, you know, like where you get a car accident, the insurance company comes and says like whose fault it is, like 4 to 6 or something like that. If I were the judge, I would say it's like Hyeri's fault 30%, and then Ryu Jun Yeol's fault 30% for being so passive and not clearing up anything, and then Han Soi's fault 40% because like initially they were equally, but like she's stirring up the pot like constantly. She's feeding the haters and commenters with constant, you know, blog posts, Instagram stories, and everything. Like,
and after the news broke, and then they got pictured in Hawaii, the Dispatch article was like, they looked miserable together. She was on her phone the whole time, I guess, looking at everyone's responses.
Yeah.
He was just eating in silence.
Right.
Like, it just seems like She's probably has like a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I
right
don't
now.
think she's in like a
Good headspace.
good headspace right
Yeah.
now. People are actually kind of worried about her.
Mm.
That's why these people are going to Hyeri's comments and sending malicious comments there, like
Mm.
saying like, "Oh, why did you have to say like it's so funny in the first place? You started this. Like Hansoy is not in the right place because of you right now. You
Mm.
should come out and clear out the room or whatever."
But like, I
So
really
that's stupid too.
also Hyeri, I really don't understand why she did that. Like, yeah, you guys broke up. He's your ex, and even whether it was like a month later or like 6 months later, like. I would just never do that. He's your ex. Like, it's over. Like, it
I
kind of
mean-
looks weird for you to be posting that.
Yeah, they're celebrities, but they're people too, and you know,
Like
like
that to your friends, like not on your
I know,
Instagram story.
I understand, but like if someone was salty after a breakup and then you know you saw your ex like you know dating someone else, I think you know saying like funny that much is like you can do that, but the problem is she was like a celebrity who has a bunch of followers and people are like you know consuming that. But I think if my personal friend responded in that way, I think I would have thought it was like perfectly fine, like you know, like, oh, that's so
Like,
funny.
For me, like I think when I was in my early 20s, like after a breakup, like and then you hear stuff about your ex, like he's dating someone else, like that would like really affect me, like you know all this stuff. But like at this point age in my life, like and when I say to someone like let's break up, I really mean it, and I've thought about it loads. So it's like once we break up, that's it. Like I no longer think about you, no longer care. So it's like even if I hear like oh he's dating someone else, I'll be like okay. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, but they've dated for years.
I guess,
so-
yeah, 7 years. So,
Years,
yeah.
and apparently, like, reportedly and allegedly from their news, Ryu Jun Yeol said, like, okay, let's have some time to think about this relationship, and then, like, some claim that that was an ending meant comment or something, but they were in, like, that limbo phase, and then, you know, so that's where the allegations of transit love or dating came and all that stuff, so.
He is, yeah. There are so many other actors who are.
Stop! Like, you don't have to be physically, visually handsome to be attractive. You know?
But also the fact that I think what people are getting angry at him for is just like, yeah, he's not defending at all. Like when the
Yeah, that's
Karina
true.
news broke out. At least like they like you know him and his company like immediately said yes we're like starting today, please don't look too like you know unfavorably upon us, like he's like defending, but it's just like the woman is doing all of the I mean I guess she went a bit overboard, but like he's just like
Exactly.
not saying anything.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, if all three parties just remain silent and remain very professional about it, just using their managements, like saying like, oh, it's their personal life, we can't confirm, or like, you know, if all parties just shut their mouths, everything would have been like, you know, very okay, I think. But because that's why I gave 10 more percentage to Hansoy, because she's like constantly, you know, just feeding the public for them with more material to consume. So, yeah.
Wait, what is this comment? Do you think BTS will bounce back internationally considering what is going on with the boycott from ARMY right now and Hype America? Will they bounce back with the same fame?
What boycott?
I have no idea
Yeah.
what Hype America. I don't
Is
know.
it just a Twitter thing, or is it like a worldwide actual thing?
What's going on? Yeah, I have no idea what that
fill
is.
us up.
Fill us up.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've gone through this, but like in my career during DKDK, like there has been a lot of cancellation moments, and like there's been a lot of controversy. And what I've learned throughout that is like, yes, like coping with those situations professionally, like saying the least you can, but
It's better.
being very clear and like just fact based, like just saying like I did not do this, I
Yeah.
did not do that, I regret this, I'm sorry, or either like you know this is false, and then just like turning away
Yeah.
is like the best approach.
Yeah, it's like never good when a celebrity like responds to a comment directly on their Instagram, because then it's like if you start commenting on one thing,
Yeah.
then if something happened else down the line and then you don't comment or you do make a comment, then everyone has this like you know why are you saying something or why you so it's like just better not to.
Yeah. You're just fueling up the drama.
Yeah.
So I know some YouTubers that actually do this on purpose on YouTube. Like someone starts like a mild controversy,
Yeah,
and
so
then
it's more drama.
yeah,
more
and then the
engagement.
other side is like, oh, responding to that video,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then like
yeah.
saying this and that, and then people make threads about
It's engagement.
Yeah. So maybe we should do that.
That's a tactic that people use, just to
Yeah.
get more engagement.
Okay.
What should we talk about next?
Okay, let's go to the next. Which news should we go to? Okay, I think this one is interesting. Anna might have some stuff to talk about this one. Or you don't. Okay. So nearly 30% of Korean students are overweight, more binge drinking than before. What do you think about this? So the percentage of South Koreans who are overweight or obese inched down in 2023 compared to the year before, but a growing percentage of students were categorized as heavy drinkers, and some 29.6% of elementary, middle, and high school students across the country fell into the overweight or obese categories. Yes. So, what do you think about this? Do you think 30% of the student population is overweight or obese? What in your observation?
Are they going by BMI of this?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's the only metric you could go by. Or if they're doing it by weight, it doesn't really make sense, right? Just pure weight. You have to consider like height and like muscle fat or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, generally, I think the whole world in general slowly getting
Is overweight?
Getting to that overweight stage.
Really?
But in Korea, still, like, everyone's, like, constantly dieting at the same time.
Yeah.
So...
Because, like, if you look at the comments here...
What are they saying?
They're saying, but are they really overweight? Overweight for SK standards, II, and overweight meaning 58 to 65, a healthy, normal weight. Probably normal size. Overweight for what standards? I'm size S but wearing L in Korea. Am I also overweight? Are they overweight by whose viewpoint? Because people in Asia are super thin. Korea should stop this massive obsession over age, idols, and weight. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So I honestly agree with those people because like I haven't seen any like obese and overweight students in the streets. Like they're also skinny and cute and like just living their lives, but
if people going by BMI, it's like it can be so like not accurate as well. Like Rain B, the singer. Yeah. Technically, because he has so much muscle in his body. Technically, when they weigh him and they look at his weight, they're like he's considered like obese or like overweight because he has so much muscle that weighs down a lot. Yeah. But if you just go by that, then he's like, but he's obviously not fat.
I mean, obviously he's a very big exception. Yeah, but like take an example like for me. Yeah. Like I'm overweight. According to like
probably if you go on the scale.
Probably she's like,
because
probably.
No, because at the doctor's like I know what they're talking about when they weigh you and they're like, 아니 진짜. Like, but it's like they have like a very small standard. I think even the BMI chart is partly different to America. Like what's normal, what's overweight, what's obese.
Yeah, so I actually went to the doctor. They did like the in-body and whatever and all the checks, and they said like, oh, you have a little bit more fat. I think you're overweight. Work out a bit. And when I told that to my audience, they were like, you are not overweight, and then that riled up a lot of people.
But in Korea, this is how it is.
Yeah. But I will say this. I do think America kind of has a problem. Like, I will say that. Like, objectively, I've been to, like, California. And the people I've seen in, like, the family restaurants, like 7-Eleven, like, it's not my business or anything, but my observation was, like, there are people who can't walk.
Yeah, if you literally let yourself go to the point you have to take those wheelchair things, like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, of course, everyone has their own like medical conditions and stuff, but I've seen way too much people like that.
Yeah, it's just simply you're overeating.
The portions, the salt, the sugar, and all of those kind of stuff I've seen in the American food. I gained like 3 kilograms for a week stay in the US.
Simply is overconsumption of calories.
Yeah, so I think like, there's been a whole cultural clash and like paradigm, like, agenda clash about like being skinny, overweight, like obsessing over weight and stuff. But I think that you need a balance, like we need to meet in the middle. Of course, Korea has its cons about like promoting being very skinny, about like being idol status or whatever figure. But there's also a problem being on the opposite side, not saying anything about actual obesity and say like promoting like everyone has a beautiful body when people are literally can't walk, like.
And I've seen on YouTube, apparently there, there's like really big mukbang YouTubers, like American ones. that were like actually like hugely overweight. Some of them have like passed away from doing that, making that kind of content because
Yeah.
they've actually overeaten to the point of, you know.
Yeah, so like, I don't think it is necessarily the best thing to just like blindly say it's okay, your body is beautiful to a person that
Yeah.
actually needs medical
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for a person like, I don't know, just, just living their lives, you might be a little chubby or like, you might have a little bit more fat on you, but that's okay. Like as long as you're like living healthy, you can sustain yourself. But like for people who need like, physical support, like wheelchairs that can't fit indoors, like
Yeah.
that can't get up from the bed,
Yeah.
like telling those people you're okay, that I don't think. Yeah, so we
like-
need to meet in the middle, I
Yeah,
think.
and it's just you don't you don't need to eat 3 times a day. Seriously. And then when some like Korean like celebrities or idols say like, oh yeah, I do like intermittent fasting, or like I just eat 1 meal a day, and then I see all these comments like that's so toxic and unhealthy,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
promoting eating. But it's just like, for example, if you have money if you have spending problems and you're always buying stuff on your credit card, blah blah blah, then you're going to tell someone like, hey, like what you're spending, you need to be like control this. You
Yeah.
can't just do everything you want. And then when you say the same thing about eating and dieting, they're like, oh, but that's so like eating disorder behavior. And we're like, no, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If you, this is what my interview is going to be about tomorrow. He's like, I really hope he's not going from the angle of like, Korea is a super toxic country and like, all these celebrities and influencers.
Yeah, whenever you do interviews, that's like a big fear.
I feel like that's the kind of vibe he's
Yeah.
gonna go for. He's asking my opinion about, do you think influencers or celebrities influence these Korean, like they're the thinnest in the world or whatever. Like I'm just gonna say what I really think.
I really think it should be an obligation. This is going on a tangent, but I think it should be an obligation for journalists to at least provide the angle,
Context,
the angle, the context, the title they're going to publish their article about before they interview the people, because you don't know what you'll be cited for. So I recently did an interview with Danny too. I can't disclose, but like you'll probably see it on like big platforms next year maybe. It's about
Next year.
Yeah, it's a big project. But then afterwards, I was like, you know what? Like this can be.
Did they use you?
No. I'm pretty sure they don't have any intent like that. But parts of it, there were like some parts that wandered into dangerous areas, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have like said anything like that, because that could be ripped out of context.
Yeah,
and-
that's why a lot of celebrities, once they get to a certain level of fame, they like refuse to do these interviews with journalists because it's always their words can be taken out of context.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I asked like before printing, can you like I want you to send me exactly what you're gonna write.
Exactly. Yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and I going back to the article, I'm not even gonna highlight the more binge drinking than before, because that's just
That's always been the case.
that's always
been the
I
case.
hate that we're normalizing this, but like that's just how it is. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about people being overweight because that's normally not the case, but about drinking, that's like
That's always been.
we've seen that too much. Yeah. Okay. Should we go to the next news?
Yeah.
Yeah. You choose. It's a very, very sunny day. Yes. Oh, PayPal? Oh no.
What's this?
Oh yeah,
okay,
exorcism.
you
Okay,
read
let's
about
go
this,
to the
yeah.
exorcism. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have watched Exuma. Did you watch it, Panmyo?
Yeah, Pamyo.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of like exorcism there, traditional Korean shamanism, I would say. But I just brought this because it was funny. So shaman was cleared of fraud after charging 100 million won for exorcism. So a South Korean shaman who charged 2 people over 100 million won, which is $74,000 combined for exorcisms, has been cleared of fraud charges by fraud charges by a local court, which said the defendant's action was a religious action of some type that does not necessarily warrant a desired result. So
Let's explain, because
yeah.
people go to these shamans
Yeah.
for like, especially people who are like, they have something going on in their lives, they're like uncertain, like, okay, maybe I started a new business, or like I'm like dating this guy but I'm not sure if I should get married to him, so they
Yeah.
go to these gurus for answers, and then you pay them a certain amount, you call it what, kur? Or you like you pay
Yeah,
to
you
have
pay
like
something.
buy like a token or whatever,
Right.
and they're like, and then they do all these like things like throw salt and like bang on a bell and like you know how they do in the movies, and then I guess the shaman, like the creepy kind of looking ladies with like the scary makeup,
Yeah.
they're like I don't know, as they say they can see into the future, but it's just like a lot of it I think is like quack. So
Yeah, it's BS.
yeah, so they do all this like ceremonial stuff, and then they're like, okay, so the spirits have told me that your business is going to do really well, or like, okay, this guy is not the one, like you're going to meet your true one in like 5 years or so, but like he is not the one. So it's just like people like, I just do it. If I go, I rarely go to these things, but it's like if I do it, it's just like for fun.
Yeah.
You just like have to like be like, okay, this is like, this is just
Yeah,
kind of
so
fun.
what
Yeah.
what you're the equivalent of this like is you like a Christian going to church and paying the like giving the offering,
Yeah, yeah.
and then praying to God
Yeah,
saying like
yeah.
please give me success or whatever,
Yeah.
and you don't get it, and then you sue the church or something.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
can't do that. Yeah,
yeah,
no.
you can't do that. But I'm just as a Christian myself, like I don't want to disrespect any kind of religion out there or anything, but this kind of like traditional shamanism in Korea, I don't personally believe. But regardless of whether the ghosts exist or not, the spirits or whatever, like these people that pay 74K.
No, that's in total of everybody, I'm guessing. It's not
No.
one person.
No, two people. Charge two people over 74K. So at least 37K.
What?
Would you pay 37K for a service from a shaman?
They must have gone like many times, like over a long time
Yeah, so
period.
this is actually very common.
Oh my
and
God.
we're living in 2024 and I just can't believe it. I mean, I don't have anything to say because I'm a religious person too, but like if you look in The Glory, you watch The Glory, right? There's a big part of it is shamanism. Like her mother goes to the shaman every single time. If you watch Exuma, the exact story plot is this sick person, wanting to exercise like the whole family and giving tons of money for that.
Yeah. It's like people believing in like tarot card readings.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same thing.
And
Yeah.
even if you watch the Queen of Tears right now, the one with Kim Soo-hyun, like the biggest chaebol family in that drama actually believes in shamanism there too. So I don't know what's going. And even our president, he had so many allegations of like being dedicated to being zealous towards like a shaman. You know that controversy, right? Like the first lady and the president.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, being like tied to like a shaman or something. So I don't know what's going on with this country. Like, yeah.
Thank you, Patrick, for the $5. Yay. I would pay 37K in super chats. Would you? He would pay 37K in
Oh,
super chats.
that's better.
Because at least then it's like going to an actual
Exactly.
like providing value or entertainment. Like that is
Exactly.
actually just quite. And then people, if they're like told like, okay, people actually sometimes like break up relationships or like
Yes.
do different
Oh.
actions in their life because of what they've been told by the
I
shaman.
have so much to talk about this. Oh my god.
Oh, why?
Should I or not?
Yes, do it. What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, first of all, super chat, Magnolia Flower, thank you for the $5. Quack quack. No, that's DKDK's pizza. you keep on saying quack, so I got distracted. David, what is the shaman that you and Danny went to 5 years ago? She's very accurate. We did a vlog and she said something about us like maybe breaking up in like 7 years.
Oh,
or
so
something.
it was true.
That's true for every idol out there. Every idol group breaks up in 7 years, and you can say BS like, "Oh, there's gonna be some luck in you in a year," and something happens, and you think it's like because of that. Yeah,
I even did a Saju reading when I went to one in Hongdae. I filmed it, and then she was like saying just like the most generic basic things, like, oh, you gotta look after your health, and like, like blah blah blah. And then she was like, I was like, when in terms of marriage, like when will that happen for me? And then she was like, oh, but when you choose your partner, you have to be really considerate. It's like she was like, really listen to your mom. Like, don't choose someone that's that your mom is not gonna like. And I was like, what about my dad though? Does his opinion not matter? And she was like, no, your mom's opinion. I was like, well, that's gonna be a problem because she passed away like 3 years ago, and then she was like, oh, she passed away. And I was like, are you not supposed to like know
that,
this?
right. David, you should do a shaman stream for pizza. Yeah, so give me your like concerns and worries, and I'll try to be like No, I'm not making fun of them. They literally do that. They literally like what do you call it? Shake their.
They have all this like stuff, like throw salt and like.
They shake their bells and
Yeah.
like. And I'm not making fun of them. I'm trying to imitate them. And like they dance on top of like knives.
Yeah.
And they like rip apart like pigs' heads and like spray that blood on top of them.
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Yeah, and they get summoned, like they summon these spirits and like, oh, grandma is here, and then they suddenly start impersonating a grandma and like, oh, child, I saw your past, and like blah blah blah. It's all that, like, literally, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Thank you, Frappuccino, for £2. Anna, did you see Kelsey's response video? Okay, we can talk about that, but did you finish everything that you wanted to say?
Oh, I have a lot to say.
Okay.
Well, okay, let's go on to that after this.
After this, yeah.
I just want to highlight this comment. It's a Korean comment. It says like, I don't believe shamans as a Korean, but I don't think it's wrong to write to do those ceremonies or write those like, you know, yellow, red spells. Yeah. So we have like these what do you call them? These papers, and they write like red Chinese characters on it and stuff, and then they're supposed to ward off, you know, evil spirits or give you luck if you like have it in your wallet or something like that. So like this YM stated her opinion, because like if that provides you any kind of relief or comfort, then that has its effect.
It's placebo.
Yeah, it's placebo. It's like a therapeutic process. I also agree too. If someone wants to lean on something and that gives you comfort, that's okay. And if it gives you some kind of clarity or direction, that's okay too. But once you become the level of like you overly believe that, and then the shaman tries to like exploit you and starts charging 34K for a ceremony, I think that's overboard. So there needs to be like a line. So for couples or like ordinary people, they go to like these just very commercial little stands in the streets, and they have like semi-shamans that see face read or palm read or tarot cards or whatever, and you pay like 만원, like $10 or $20 for some fun. But I have to say something about this. So
I paid like $50 for my home there one.
Oh my freaking god! Okay, I have a whole rant about this. So I don't know if this is smart to talk about this, but
do it.
I'll just spill the tea. It's been a long time. So there was a past relationship I had. Maybe I did talk about... No, it was on Patreon exclusive. But I had a past relationship. We were all good terms. Like, she was a wonderful person. Like, no flaws at all. Like, all good. But the slightest flaw was that every single time we went on a date, she would obsess over, like, getting, like, face read or, like, her palm readings or, like, go to a shaman and... check regularly on like her direction of life, like even career choices and like our compatibility, chemistry, like whether I should meet this person or not. Is this person going to bring me luck? Like all that kind of stuff. And she actually weighed in her life decisions on that. And I was like, you know, I was a little bit older than her, and if that matters. And I was like, the part that bugged me the most was that she wasn't her like relying on that kind of sources. It's her life. She can have any kind of belief, but she was spending so much money on it. And like I was like, you know, I have a little bit more life experience than you, like I think like 3 to 5 more years. So in my opinion, like in your age, you just got an entry job. I think it would be wiser if you saved that money and like, you know, put it into good use. And I'm talking about a lot of money here, a lot, not 34K, but at least like if you go to one session, like we would date like 2 times a week or 1 time a week. Every single time we went to one place, and she yeah, at least like, oh, she spots one of the stalls and she's like, let's go. And then you pay like $80 up front. And that person is just like scribbling something on there, like, oh, you have fire, water, energy, connect that, and then and says some BS.
Were you born?
Yeah, says some BS, and I'm just sitting there like listening to that. Oh, this is so BS. Like, she has such an easy job. She's just bullshitting her way to get like $80, and me seeing that going out of her account every single time.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, like I said it was okay until like the third time, and then
Yeah.
once it got like into a pattern, I was like, this is an addiction, and this
Yeah.
is not healthy for your finance.
Yeah,
I said that one comment,
Yeah.
and then she kind of like backfired at me, and she was like, well, why do you go to church and do offerings? I think that's bullshit too. And,
Well, yeah.
and what do you care about what I do with my money? I earned it anyways. I'm gonna live my own life. And I was like, I have no malicious intent. I was just like, I was observing you, and it seemed like, reasonably a lot of money, and you seem to put a lot of weight in it. So I didn't say anything about you going and believing in this kind of things, even though I seem like it's weird. But it's just about the money. I just said like you can maybe use it into better places. Yeah, self-development or whatever.
Yeah.
And she became very defensive over that.
Yeah.
And she
So how long did you stay together after that?
that became quite a problem.
Yeah,
so,
that is a problem.
So honestly, I'm a Christian. I'm technically not supposed to go to these kind of places because
It's against the...
it's against the Bible. You shouldn't serve or go near any other gods or whatever. But yeah, I was uncomfortable being in those places because the vibe is very weird and it's very grotesque for me and uncanny, and I was like, yeah.
So why did you break up in the end?
Oh, there's different reasons, but like that called on my nerves, and like I just couldn't stand her like spending $80, $50, $70 for like a 5-minute scribble. Like you can't even notice what the people are scribbling on her notebook.
There's loads of quacks and quack doctors. I mean, even my own mom, right? So she got cancer, and then she got it treated or had the operation, went through chemo, and then it got better, and then it kind of returned after a while. And then during the second round, she was like, I seriously can't go through chemo again. It's just so hard on my body. I just don't even want to be alive. That's right. And so she's tried to look for natural remedies. And obviously when you're sick and you're like, like there's something really wrong with you, you become so desperate where you willing to try anything.
Right.
And then she started looking at all these like weird blogs on Naver, and like, weird people started contacting her. Being like, oh, I have this like natural remedy pill, and like
these people are the worst.
They're scammers, and then because my mom, she's so desperate, she's willing to try anything. They fall for it, and then these like weird, like this weird guy, he's saying he was cured of like 4 different cancers by just like meditating in the mountains and like taking this like herbal root. I'm just like, well, even if that happened, like that's just you're the complete exception. That's not going to happen for everyone. And my dad was so angry at this.
I would be so angry too.
Yeah, taking advantage of like ill people and in the time of need, like.
Yeah, that's how a lot of these kind of services or religious.
They prey on the vulnerable and the insecure.
Exactly, like the JMS, the Netflix, cult leader.
Yeah.
He preyed on those on those
people
very
who want
vulnerable
help
people.
and guidance.
Yeah, and people even with high educational backgrounds fall for that because they're so desperate or they're so like anxious with their lives.
Yeah.
And when I was in Japan, I was surprised because like us three men were walking across a bridge, and then like very attractive 3 women, Japanese women, came up to us and they were like "Shitsureshimasu," and then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, like. I see where you're going, and then I was like, oh, hi, 私も韓国人です and I was like just talking in Japanese with my broken Japanese, and they were like, そうですね, and then they were like suddenly switching to English, and then, do you know JMS?
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Like 4 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. Like
They were part of the group.
I thought they were flirting on us. I thought they were like 3 people coming up to us, and they were pretty. I'm not kidding. They were pretty, and I was like, okay, yeah,
so
these Japanese girls really do like Korean guys after all. Like, oh, my popularity here, like I'm still not dead. And then they're like, do you know JMS? And I was like,
when the things happen out of the ordinary, there's a reason.
I know. Never believe it when a pretty attractive woman approaches you out of the blue and tries to do. And then they were like, sign please. And then they gave us like a form, and it was a form to release JMS from prison. That he was he was being held, you know, unfairly, and you know that all his good deeds and all that stuff. And I was like, these people, how does these attractive?
When people want something from you, they will do whatever. I watched like this guy's podcast the other day, and he was like asking like a relationship coach, like, so I was at a restaurant the other day, and the waitress, I think she was like into me because she was like very flirty and smiley and like blah blah blah. And then the coach was just like, so did she like ask for your number or do anything when you were leaving? He was like, no. And then she was like, she was just working for the tip. That's it. Guys are delulu.
No, the situation was 3 Korean men, and we're all tall, and we're all like well groomed, and we're all in travel mode. I honestly think objectively Korean men look better than Japanese men, like style. What? No, I can say this. Okay. I have pride. Korean men, if you put an average, I would say Korean men are way more attractive in terms of style, cultural behavior, like manners towards women and all that kind of stuff. I've heard that directly from a lot of Japanese women. But anyways, with that in my head, 3 attractive women approach us. And I'm like, yeah, I was expecting this at some point. And then they're like, JMS?
He got a slice of the humble pie. That's what he got.
Anyways, super chat. Patrick, thank you. David, you're literally describing the most entertaining stream ever. Oh, doing a shaman stream. Yeah, maybe I should become a shaman. Like an internet shaman.
That is against your religion.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's
right.
true. Yeah. Anyways, JMS. Oh, Patrick, thank you again for the 5 pizza. You should have took her to the reader, waited for the reader to say Yeol's relationship would last a long time, then break up with her right there. Oh, talking about my ex. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Yeah, but I don't know. It just got on my nerves.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay, and then to address this, the previous super chat from Frappuccino, Anna, did you see Kelsey's response video? Yes, I did, and I don't know. I mean, there's not much else to say about it, really.
Yeah, keep on. Go on.
Is this even on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, we did talk on text afterwards, but there's not much to say really after that. And I haven't seen her in like 6 months or so.
Okay.
Like it's just unless like the last time we filmed KPC was like in the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I can say, and I think we don't need to say anything else online.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Don't need to say anything else online, and she has her truth, I have my truth. Yeah, I do get annoyed when people cancel on the day of, and that's just with anything. Any of my friends. I think maybe she got upset at that, but
it was a misunderstanding. That's a wrap. Like that's about it. I don't want to like bring it down to like a, you know, anything, but like I would just wrap it up as a misunderstanding by both of you, and you guys can be on KPC together and, you know, make things better.
No, of course. If we're on any KPC episode, there's just going to be the normal, like, we're going to be entertaining and just debating and all of that. But, like...
Yeah. There's no beef, right? There's no beef. Not anything. So, yeah, rest assured, yeah, the KPC fam is all good. So, okay, let's go to the next news. Yeah. Okay, I think we should talk about this, maybe. So... yeah, Seoul Education Office to support same-sex schools to turn co-ed. About time. That's all I have to say. That's all I want to say about this news.
Is that the news?
Yeah, I just brought this because, you know, Seoul plans to boost fiscal support to encourage single-sex schools in the city to transition to co-ed schools, which refers to schools where male and female schools are taught together. Yes. Same-sex schools that register to change to co-ed will receive 600 million won for 6 years. Wow. 400K for 6 years. Schools can use the funds for educational programs and activities suitable for each school. And currently, 241 middle and high schools in the city are gender separate, accounting for 34% of the total numbers of schools in Seoul. Yeah. So I went to co-ed schools. You weren't in Korea when you were in middle high school, right?
It was
but
mixed.
It is for a fact that over 30% of the schools are just single sex. So it's called 남고 여고. And I know a lot of people around me that have graduated from those schools.
Some people even do like 남초, 남juk, 남고. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go through.
Yeah, 남중,
same-sex.
남고. Yeah, exactly. Some people like so. There's a thing called females university in Korea, like
yeah.
Ihwa or Sungmyeong.
Yeah.
Some women go to like 여중, 여고, 여대,
Yeah.
even to university. So that's crazy. And like the guys that go to single sex schools for like elementary, middle, high school, and then their first encounter with a girl is after like 20. So they don't know nothing about girls. And then the worst part is like if they go to like engineering,
It's like
all
a very
men.
male-dominated like STEM.
Yeah, so they don't have any kind of interaction with
Yeah.
women,
Yeah.
and those people are the most like I don't
like nerdy.
yeah, nerdy. I don't want to say pity, but like it's kind of unfortunate for them.
But I mean, a lot of the times though, like if you have like a same like boys high school, they're usually like pretty close next to like a girls' school, and there's still like loads of meetings or like there's loads of still ways to meet the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But it's just.
But I just think this news title itself is just like so funny in 2024 that I don't know where around the world did the UK
The UK has like some posh boys boarding schools or boys that kind of thing.
for
still
only
does.
boys,
Yeah, and then they have girls' schools as well.
girls' schools as well. Like
It is a thing, but probably not as many.
I think it's really outdated
Yeah.
in this time and era. Like there's no need to separate the genders or sexes. Like what's the reason? What is the reasoning of separating them in the first place?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe they like back in the day when they started making those schools, they're gonna get too distracted from like studying. All those hormones flying around. It's not good.
And Chandler is taking this in a twisted way. One way to get more teen pregnancy and increase the population. No. No. It's just about. I think it's just providing like people describe school as a mini society. Like you learn your social skills in school, how to get along with people, and that should include the opposite sex as well.
But speaking of the like people like 이화여대, people there has been in the news talking about like the feminist movement, whatever. There have been people in the news, companies who are saying if you graduated from a female university, you have a high like likelihood of being in one of those like men hating groups. So they want to like. They might be slightly less wanting to like hire people from that university.
Well, that is a generalization.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is a fact that there is a widespread prejudice or stereotype that female university graduates are like very feminist, and you know how feminist has a bad image in Korea. So a lot of people I know personally. They're like when they have blind dates and ask like which school they graduated. If the person is from Ihwa, some people say like no, I'm not.
But this is like not all the case. My own cousin, she graduated from like one of the female universities, and there's still a lot of girls who are constantly like asking like, can you please set me up on a blind date? Can you please set up a meeting?
Yeah.
We need to meet guys. Let's go on these like thingies. There's still loads of women obviously still wanting to date. But,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just I don't know. That's a weird.
And then somebody was saying on
Stereotype.
TikTok to me, like, is it maybe one of the reasons of the low birth rate is because of the same-sex schools? And I was like, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, but it's not helping. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will you start dating? So I'm guessing you just joined it right now, but we said at the beginning of this stream, we're actually married.
Yeah, we're
with
married and 2 kids.
Third on the way.
Yeah, adoption.
Yeah.
Yeah, Korea should really, I'm glad this change is happening and they're giving like monetary support to the schools to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the next news. Oh, this is funny. Okay, so how Lockheed Martin, CNN, and Yale became fashion brands in Korea.
I need to find the tab.
Yeah. Anna is going to look for that. And in the meantime, I will highlight one of your comments. Where did the comments go? Yeah, there you go. Adopt me, David.
We don't have the monies.
Can I be the flower girl? What are your kids' names? It was bean and what was it?
Blue.
Bean and blue? Where did blue come out? Adopt a foreigner kid for the benefits. That is so bad.
Wait, where is your thing?
Um,
On Seoul streets today.
yeah, third one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is some funny news. So if you just scroll through these pictures, you can see, like, do you know where Lockheed Martin is?
Where?
Lockheed Martin, do you know this company?
No.
It's a American military like company that makes like firearms and stuff.
Okay.
Rockets and like, you know, missiles and guns and all that, planes. And then we have another brand, it's CNN over here.
Oh, it's like National Geographic
Yeah.
and like all those.
Yeah, we have Yale, which is an American university.
This is super common.
Yeah, and then National Geographic. We even have Kodak, which is like a camera company.
Oh my god.
So many people are actually wearing these,
Yeah.
and a lot of these brands are launching their apparel lines, and they're selling in Korea.
They sell really well for some reason.
Yes, so I thought this was a very interesting phenomenon.
That CNN fleece is kind of funny.
Yeah, so if you look at my thumbnail, there's a picture of Choi Siwon from Super Junior wearing that exact CNN
really?
fleece, and it's plastered with CNN on it.
That's yeah. What when Americans look at that, like, what do you think? When
You're probably a CNN reporter,
yeah.
or else you wouldn't wear that.
Yeah, like so many National Geographic, like there's
Discovery.
Discovery, like so many of those weird brands that become like
Yeah.
clothes. And
Yeah,
it's like,
MLB,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. So I don't know what the reason is, but like you don't even. So like what's funny for me is like the companies are funny too. Like why would you be wearing Lockheed Martin, but at the same time, Yale. Like these T-shirts are usually for the university students,
Right, it's like loads of people buy it, like, and Harvard as well, just for the.
Yeah, but like this is becoming fashion, and I just don't understand. Like I have like some gifts from people that gave me like Stanford, Harvard. I wear them sometimes, but not for fashion, you know.
Yeah.
And literally yesterday, I was walking the street and I saw someone wearing like a gigantic NASA logo.
Yeah,
fleece.
NASA.
Yeah.
It's really common.
Yeah.
It's really common.
I just don't understand. What's with Kodak too? Like, would you guys wear this kind of stuff? Do you think it's fashionable?
It's like when I see in Myeongdong, go to Myeongdong, and there's like random Korean characters written on T-shirts and hoodies, and then tourists like they can think it's cute. It has written like "oppa" or like there's kind of it's like what I see when I look at that kind of thing.
Yeah. We think it's ridiculous. The CNN hoodie is insane. DHL is also big over there. Yes, I've seen DHL
yeah.
as well. Like what?
It's so random.
What is?
Yeah.
What is the psychology behind this? Would you? Okay, if you had to wear one of these, which one would you wear?
Just Yale, because it's the
Yale?
least embarrassing.
Least embarrassing? This one?
I went to an Ivy.
Okay. I would go with National Geographic because it looks kind of like outdoorish, like you're wandering, like making a documentary or something. It's like
Wait, I think who was it? When Heather she came, she gifted me like one of the like it was like a top with like a university. on it.
Yeah. That Heather gave me a Stanford.
Yeah,
one
it was
too.
that one,
Yeah,
Stanford.
because she's from Stanford.
Yeah. So.
But Kodak, I don't know what's going on.
Oh wait, let me read my super chat. Thank you, Patrick. I'm watching that new show, The Pyramid Game. Not gonna lie, the intense bullying makes me wonder if girls like anyone. Do you know this?
The Pyramid Game? No.
I'll have a look.
I know Physical 100, but not that one.
I haven't watched the new one. Is it good?
It's just the same.
Just the same.
But literally, I've seen my friend Hagen. He's like Canadian Chinese, Hong Kong Chinese. He came to Korea and he was like, "So what are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm gonna go shopping." And so what do you want to buy? And he's like, "I want to buy a Yonsei, you know, like university hoodie, and also a National Geographic sweater." And I was like, "Why the hell would you want to buy a National Geographic
Who
sweater?"
has the license?
I don't know, but the interesting thing for MLB, you know the MLB one?
Yeah.
That's like Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a Korean company that bought or borrowed the license. So it's like a Korean company like designing New York Yankees, the Dodgers, and all that stuff. And yeah, so that's weird. That's interesting.
It's a way to make money. Yeah.
This is so funny. Would you wear KBS? KBS.
No, that's so embarrassing. Like so cringy to me.
I know. Oh my
That's
god.
like that's what people must. They must just be so bizarre.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, I'm not making fun of Koreans.
I am making fun.
I don't want this to blow back in my face. Like some Koreans finding this stream and saying like, why are they like, making fun of our fashion and stuff. But
I'm sorry, I'm making fun.
But I think that question really just nails it, if you just ask in reverse, like, would you wear KBS? I mean, I would wear something with the BTS Army logo on it. That looks
Yeah, but
pretty
that's
cool.
all like standard merch.
Yeah,
Like.
but like if it had hype or YG,
Yeah.
SM on it,
No.
that would be
No.
weird. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about
I'm making
what is
fun.
this? Okay, you talk like what's the story on this? Let's go on this.
Oh, okay. So let's go to that one. Oh yes. So
We have to translate in real time.
yeah. So skinship is also possible in the car. Skinship means like touching. Oh,
Physical contact.
yeah, physical contact. What kind of part-time job is it about making a lot of money while having fun? So basically, what's happening is like if you go to like these Craigslist or like secondhand markets,
Right.
like you can sell services too, like
Like-
intangible
Yeah.
services.
Like take someone as a guide somewhere or.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And what's happening is because it's like the cherry blossom season, people get lonely. They want to go on dates, and or people sometimes go on double dates, but they don't have partners, so they want to like fake that they have couples or whatever. And this is like a part-time job to be like a rental girlfriend or boyfriend,
Just
probably
to go
girlfriend.
look at the cherry blossoms together, go for a walk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
And it's like for a whole day from 2 p.m. to 6
6
p.m.
p.m.
It's like $60,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's negotiable.
They said please send your age and your MBTI.
Yeah,
That
so
is so Korean.
this is getting, I don't know. And then the writer wrote, we can coordinate the date and time of benefits together. Please send your age and MBTI. And then serious person who wants to work part-time on cherry blossom dates. You can pick them up by car, and for skinship, it's enough to put your hand on the gear stick of the car and put your hand on top of it. So that means like, like the...
Yeah, so the stick of the car. So they're saying whoever applies, the furthest you'll have to go is like put your hand on top of, just hold his hand of the customer.
Yeah.
That's the furthest you'll have to go. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
And men are asking, is it possible for men too? And also, can I even put my arms around you and stuff like that? So this is just so sad that there's an economy behind this.
I mean, in Japan, these kind of services are super, super popular, no?
Yeah, and you want us to make one here
Yeah,
too, right?
I think it's good business.
Oh, Chammer says, I would actually do this. I was a little lonely in Korea. Yeah, I could understand if you're like a tourist visiting and you need like a partner to go watch the cherry blossoms together. But we're talking about domestic Koreans living here.
I literally saw, Chan from our Ramyeon and Chill, our lovely Chan, one of the male contestants. He's actually doing, like, I think he's joined like a company. They're doing like these like one personalized guide tours of Seoul.
Well,
He's
that's
actually,
a guide tour, That's different with like being a rental boyfriend,
Yeah, but it's like, well, it's the premise is kind of similar. Yeah. So
I
it's
guess.
like, yeah.
But like the boundaries are like you can put your hand on top of it. And that's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there are some bars in Korea, like talking bars. It's
talking
literally
bars.
called talking bars.
Yeah.
You go, and then it's usually like an attractive woman, and she will give you her full attention.
yeah.
And so lonely people go there.
I actually wanted to try one just for research purposes. I'm not lonely, but I was just passing by a bar and there were like very attractive 3 women inside. I was like, why does this bar
those
have...
are not sexual. It's just literally just talking. You
Yeah,
pay someone to
but they're in like
directly-
very tight dresses.
Yeah, so they
and-
look nice.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they give you your full attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy a drink and pay like extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
That's
talk.
a good they must have good profit margin.
I mean,
all you need to do is just talk.
talking is draining.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have a very sad tale. So apparently, I knew this foreigner who was in Korea, and actually, a lot of foreigners do this. Like a lot of models that come to Korea, if they don't have model jobs, a lot of them get hired to one of these talking bars, but they're not the fancy talking bars. They're like these bars where old people come, and they literally don't touch, don't do anything sexual, but they just literally just talk to you for hours and hours.
Yeah, because they're lonely.
Yeah. And I don't know why they do that to like foreigners, but I guess they're good looking models and stuff. And
Can they even understand?
Yeah, I don't know, but you got to have some basic level of Korean. And a lot of like Russian models here or Ukrainians that live here for a long time know a lot of Korean. And
Honestly, that's not a bad job. All you have to
guess.
do is just listen.
yeah.
You can be doing far harder jobs or like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of these like Russian, Ukrainian models with the flyers on the street saying like talking ba like 1 hour, how much, and yeah.
Yeah. So obviously there are different types. Like obviously those are different to like just like karaoke rooms or like those are like the sexual rooms. Aren't there also such a thing as like kissbang?
Oh, those ones are like
weird.
the illegal.
Yeah, those are illegal gray
territory.
area.
Yeah.
Like kissing, making out bars.
Yeah,
rooms.
that's gross. Honestly.
Do you want it like sex is
That's
even
freaking
different from like
gross.
making out with a stranger.
So, okay, this is getting really gross, but assume like you're forced to do prostitution.
Yeah.
Would you like
Rather do that or like make out is what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Would you have relay sex or would you have relay kissing?
Yeah, some people apparently who like have commitment or like intimacy issues, they like some people say like I can have like sex, that's okay, but like making out while like looking at them in the eye, some people have like a real problem.
I
depends on the
I
person.
think having like sex is way better than like having to deal with 20 people and just kissing them for the whole day. Honestly, I think sex is way better.
Or like tongue in your mouth.
They'll be licking your whole face and looking at you and like making these weird slurping sounds and we're talking about like old men.
Oh, man.
We're talking about like college kids to everybody, like, you know.
Yeah, like that, you can use a condom.
At least you don't have to look at them. And it's quick for some people, right? And it's more pay, obviously. It's
Oh my God, yeah,
obviously
making
more
out
pay.
with like no, that sounds horrible. Yeah.
But like constantly like hour after hour making out with the person, I could oh no.
What has this stream become?
There are very weird types of those kind of borderline prostitution in Korea.
It's like really blurred lines.
Yeah, kiss rooms. There's like shirts room. I've seen those like flyers on the streets.
Oh,
I don't even know what shirt room is.
I know what it is. It's like, a lot of guys have this like a fantasy of like, oh, when my girlfriend wears my oversized shirt and she's only wearing that in the house, and she's like wearing like she's just have bare legs, but she's just wearing my shirt and it looks really big on her.
Yeah.
They have like that fantasy.
So what do you do in a shirts room?
The girls just wear that as the outfit and they just parade around, I guess.
Parade around?
I don't know what happens in there. I don't know.
So they have nothing inside.
I'm just like
Not wearing the bra or like.
I mean, I
panties.
don't know, David. That's what I've heard. There's also like leggings.
I just need to know this for research purposes. Like literally, I'm curious.
I don't know. I've never worked in one of those places. So
You should make a video about it. Honestly, I think it's going to be very interesting.
I'm a woman. I can't go into those.
Oh, right.
You have to make a video about it.
No, then I'll be like sued for sexual like assault. And
There's
stuff.
also like leggings rooms. A lot of guys like girls wearing workout like yoga pants. It's like it sticks to your body. So a lot of I've heard like there's like girls like standing in line wearing just like workout yoga pants, leggings, and then the guys like you choose like this one.
So what do you do with these leggings girls?
It's just like they entertain you. Like it's like 노래방. Like you just like have fun with them.
Do you touch them or do you like have sexual intercourse?
I don't know. But like I've seen one picture of like girls standing in line wearing leggings.
So how much is it?
I don't know, David. I've never paid for this service. Why are you asking me?
You seem to know well about it.
I just seen a picture of that online. once.
Oh, okay. Because I'm curious, like I'm like, how much would a person pay if it's like there are strip bars in the West, right?
Yeah, it's like strip clubs.
So how much do you pay for a strip club, like the entrance fee?
It depends on the how established or how like premium that you can have really seedy cheap ones. You can have more expensive exclusive ones.
Because I just personally don't understand men who like pay for that kind of stuff. Like, why are you paying for like a strip
Like any
club?
entertainment, if people choose to go like watch or sing a song, it's like I'm paying for this person's company looking nice in front of me. It's like people going to a musical. They're dressing up in costumes and entertaining you. It's the same. Thank you, Patrick, for the $5. Yeah, it's called boyfriend sweater. Whenever I have a new girlfriend, I have to kiss 10% of my closet goodbye because she likes to wear my stuff. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Oh, people are really interested in this topic. People
What are
are
they saying?
like, go for the research, David. Google it, David. David, it's for a friend. David wants the shirt room. Man, you have a lot of research to do. David's new assignment, please report back. Investigative reporting. Oh my god.
Maybe you have to do this video, yeah?
Nah. Then I would be like a sexual buyer.
Yeah,
like,
it's technically underground and like illegal, I guess. Is it?
It's illegal.
It's illegal?
Is it?
It's as legal as like the tempuro, like those kind of
Like room
yeah,
salons.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
the same.
so yes, from what I know, as long as there's no like sexual intercourse.
아쉽네요, 유유. 뭐가 아쉽죠?
As far as I know, if there's no actual sexual intercourse, then it's not considered as transferring of like sex and prostitution. Yeah, there needs to be monetary transactions and actual sexual intercourse, and you need to be caught on site.
While doing the deed.
Yes.
So so if they're just like sitting next to each other and just talking, when the police charge, technically they haven't done anything wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They need to be caught in the middle of the action.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of police barge in during those
Yeah,
like
they don't want to give any.
right. But it's illegal in Korea, but you know how it's so like widespread, prevalent. Like anybody can access it if they want.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a irony. Brandy, thank you for the Y. Whoa, wow, what is MYR? I don't know where that currency is from, but thank you for the 50. You guys rock. I'll be in Seoul tomorrow and haven't booked my place yet. Can you recommend your favorite neighborhood? Not the obvious tourist spots, some hidden gems, please, and thank you.
Favorite neighborhoods? Seongsu. Well, I hang out around like Apgujeong a lot. Go for the nightlife, party in Apgujeong.
Yeah, I guess.
Hanamdong is nice for like shops and restaurants.
I don't think there's a lot of accommodation around there, but yeah, you're not looking for Hongdae or Gangnam, so I would recommend just my area, Gongdeok. It's like an office district, but there's a lot of like hotels. And
just Myeongdong is like
no,
but it's still the best for if you're your first time. Just like there's all the hotels there, and you won't feel so out of place, and it's like very foreigner friendly. Okay. So
I'll just be biased and recommend Gongdeok because like it's very close to Hongdae, it's very close to Itaewon, it's very close to Myeongdong as well, Seoul Station, and it's not like a tourist area, but there's like a lot of clean hotels. So a lot of like rich tourists come to Gongdeok for the hotels. Yeah. Okay.
This conversation is a total crack up. I don't think police will take the "it's for research" line. Like Anna will be there filming David for research. And thank you for the $10. It's HBK. You two need to go and research for all of us. Here's my money for your fee. Guys, it's illegal.
I think I would try to like get someone who works in the industry and maybe interview her, give some like fees, and then no, that would be transactional money to a prostitute.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, let's go to the next news.
Before that, like I'm just saying, I'm thinking of like moving out of my current apartment because. Although I love my loft, there are like good and bad sides. Like last summer, I died of like heat because like just the air conditioning, it doesn't come to the top, and I was just like so hot during the summer. So I just want to move into just like a one room, like without the loft. So I'm looking at places, and I'm looking at in like Gangnam area because it's also like closest to everything.
So where are you going to?
I'm gonna look in Gangnam.
Oh, look in Gangnam.
Gangnam for the rooms. So
Why Gangnam?
Anyway, I
Gangnam's
heard,
the worst.
yeah, if I hear all the stories about there's so many female single
Oh,
girls
yeah.
living alone office tales
Yeah.
in Gangnam, Nonhyun-dong.
Most of them are like, in that night.
they're in that industry.
Yeah. Nonhyun-dong, Shinonyeon, Gangnam, all of them in the office tales.
But I won't be. I'm not gonna be in that industry. So, yeah, just saying.
So there's a very interesting district in Nonhyun-dong. If you go, there's like a lot of hair salons that are 24/7.
Yes. Yes. When I went, I did a body profile once, and then it was like at 12. I started from like 11 a.m. or 12 in lunchtime, and then I booked like a salon in Nonhyun-dong, and it was bizarre because I was going there at like 9 a.m. because that's when like most businesses are up and right, like they're like it's the beginning of the day. It was like a dead area, and I was like, there's no one walking around. This is so bizarre. Even after I came out, they're like, oh, it's because this area comes to life from about like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. That's when all the girls start getting ready.
Yeah.
They come to the salons from about 5 p.m. They get all dolled up, like in makeup, hair, and then they go off to work from about like in the evening time.
Right.
So I was like, that is,
Yeah.
that is weird.
Yeah. So when I was visiting Nonhyun-dong for like just night bar hopping and whatever, it was very bizarre because like it was like past midnight. It was 2 a.m. or something, and the lights on every single hair salon over
Was
there
open.
were open, and there were a
They're
lot
like
of girls
24
inside.
hours.
Yeah, so these girls are just like getting their makeup fixed, like getting their hair set again after like one round. With the, whoa, why are you laughing? Like at the bars, Yeah, so it was very weird. But if you're interested, you can walk around there. Yeah.
Wait, someone saying, Anna, I saw your TikTok on Twitter and it's kind of viral. Rooting for you. Oh no.
Oh, why?
The femcel community.
Oh, really?
I guess it's someone saying it's gone on Twitter. So once it reaches Twitter, then it's like, oh, the worst types of people come out.
Did you get like flagged?
Wait, how is it flagged? I'm just speaking the truth.
Uh-oh. Okay. But yeah, the area I talked about was Gongdeok. Here you go. And let's go to the last news.
Wait. Mary G says, David has become incredibly hot. I would pay $60 for a cherry blossom date. Nice tip if he wears leggings. You want David to wear leggings? Please, will you do that for $60? Will you come next?
More like 600. Okay, I'll do the 60 for like a nice lunch. I like nice sightseeing like for 30 minutes of the cherry blossom, a round of that. But like for leggings in public with no pants on, then I have to show my gigantic. But
Excuse me. What is this stream now?
my baby elephant. So my
According
fortune
to
cookie.
David. Fortune cookie.
We call them fortune cookies.
Yeah, for some reason we call them like the
cyclers.
bulge. Yeah, the bulge of like men's down there. You say fortune cookie for some reason.
Yeah, the bicyclers with the leggings, their tight suits. We call them fortune cookies.
So your price is $600.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it for 600. Like it's a
That's
nice
his
one.
price.
Yeah.
Wowza. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the last news I prepared
Which
because
is?
we only have like 15 more minutes left before Bella comes.
Okay.
This is kind of sad news, but I thought it was noteworthy. So Seoul City is to remove street preachers. I'm all in for that. Like I love that. But homeless from Seoul Station Square. So you don't see a lot of homeless people in Korea or Seoul when you come. But the only place you'll see them is around
Station.
Seoul Station, or maybe
That's where the old Naked Soul office was.
Yes. Ours was a nice building, but if you
Yeah.
wander a little bit more like to like the tunnels or like the underground passageways, you'll see a lot of like homeless people with their like boxes and drinking and stuff. They honestly stink a lot. if you walk past
Yeah.
them, you can smell
They're
like
alcoholics usually.
the smell, the
Yeah.
sweat, and like it's very like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially during the night, if you're alone and you pass through that, like you gotta have some balls to do that. But
You gotta have fortune cookie to do that. I'm sorry, I'm just like still reading all the comments. It's just funny. Okay, anyway.
okay, so Seoul City is gonna ban demonstrations by religious groups. I really love that because there are always these strange Christians with the
Yeah.
placard saying like, "Oh, no Jesus, you go to hell," something like that.
Yeah.
That's very uncomfortable when you put it in someone's face,
Yeah.
and they're very like noisy. So no longer you'll no longer be seeing those, but about homeless people, there are 1,142 homeless people around Seoul Station Square and 21 groups and 892 individuals that hold religious propagations and demonstrations in the area. So they're gonna just move all of these people out.
To where though?
Well, the thing is about it's a dilemma. The thing about homeless people is that the Seoul City government actually offers like good facilities, like free food, like warm facilities, rehabilitation centers. They even give them work to like manual labor in factories and stuff to start new lives and stuff. But from what I've heard, the homeless people like reject that. They don't want that. They don't want to listen to rules. They just want to be in the wild, free, and you know, even if they're cold or like can't wash or like maybe sometimes starve, they prefer freedom over like being in centers and like in a warm place and given jobs and stuff. So
It's like similar then to like I guess other countries where they have loads of homeless people. Yeah.
yeah.
They just want to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of people in Korea don't like. I think the sentiment is very different. A lot of people in America are very generous towards homeless people. Like they give donations, like they give them food and stuff. But other than the volunteer workers, I haven't seen like a normal citizen having positive feelings towards homeless people here. A lot of people think they're just like losers, or they just stranded there after gambling debt, or like they have some kind of debt, or they're escaping from somebody. They're like, you know, lazy people, that kind of stuff. So we have no pity towards homeless people here, and there's no pity even so more because we provide good facilities, but they reject them. So we're like, you know, but they make the streets dirty. They stink and they pee everywhere. They put soju bottles everywhere. So people have been saying like, we need to get rid of these people because they're tainting the city's image in a bad way. It's dirty and unhygiene, and you know, it's not good. But I guess there might be like mixed opinions on this. What's your opinion about this?
I mean, where are they gonna put them? Yeah. What is the? Yeah, if they're gonna exist, homeless people are going to exist.
Yeah.
Wherever. So, but yeah, Seoul Station. A lot of people use that. A lot of foreigners use that station. It's a big station to connect to other parts of Korea, and I don't know. Yeah, just if they want to be free, like what can you tell them?
So if you say hypothetically, if there was enough like shelters for them, like facilities for them, like enough for like 1,000 people, the article said 1,000 people. Do you think they should all move there?
Do I think they should all move there if there's enough?
Do you advocate this new law or this new act? Like if Seoul City tried to vacate Seoul Station.
I mean, it's
homeless free.
Because it gets so cold during the winter.
Oh, just for their sake?
Yeah, just for their sake. Isn't it better to be somewhere warm, like in an actual
Apparently
shelter?
They don't think so.
They don't think so?
Yeah.
Because even we walk through Seoul Station a lot, and in the winter it's like brutally cold. So I don't know. They're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's a very tricky problem. Like, but Korea has like always been trying to show like the good side of Korea. Always like to. What, Bella's here?
Oh no! I got a super thingy from a donation. Thank you for the $50. Enjoy today's stream. Please have some good meals on me. Aloha, aloha.
Where's my good
vibes.
meal? Where's my good meal?
Thank you.
I have to buy Anna's meal today.
Because I'm being your model. I have a fee.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I would appreciate some fees to pay Anna her fees. But anyways, I'm mixed on this. I'm mixed because it is a fact that like sometimes you frown when you pass Seoul Station. It's like very uncomfortable for like some females to walk past those passageways alone, and it honestly does smell.
I did see a YouTube video because obviously the majority of the people in Seoul Station are men, but there are some like ajumas who've been like, I don't know, they've gone through like a divorce and like they just something's happened, and they have to actually find like they can't sleep where everyone else because they're like there's so many instances where they just get attacked or like you know people are trying to like touch them or whatever. So they have to find like other hiding spots or like safe spaces. Yeah. So I think in terms of that, like if it's like more controlled, then that might be better.
I don't know what to say about this, but I think at least around me and the mass majority I've seen on the internet is advocating this because, as I said, the general sentiment, Korean people are very hardworking people, and they're very diligent, and they say like if you can't, like if you, everything's a competition. So like homeless people are like, you know, we are giving you the opportunity to stand up again by yourself. We're giving you the work. We're giving you facilities. But if you're refusing it and you're just like choosing to be on the streets, like just drinking every day, we have no pity for you. Like we gave you the opportunity. If you don't do that, you're just like a pest to society. So
I really think this is similar to the like LA, like the homeless people, like like everyone's trying to spend more like money, more thingies, but it's like if people want to be addicted to drugs and they just want to live that life, like can you help them? Like
and like I think drug addiction is a big problem, and it's like very hard for a human being to like get out of that addiction, right? But like for Korean homeless people, they obviously don't do drugs because drugs are illegal in Korea.
In Korea, no.
Yeah. Drugs are for like rich people or
they drink,
like desperate people.
Yeah.
They drink. But I don't know how to feel about this, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Where on Twitter is it trending? They're talking about my 4B movement thing video.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, okay, so after this afternoon, after we have lunch and we do the photos, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make that retaliation video.
I would advise you to not, but
no,
like
I'm sorry. I do not agree with just blindly hating men for just being alive.
Okay.
And they can't tell me like just because you have a positive experience with your father and your brother, that doesn't mean that's true. I'm just like, you are insane. Yeah. You are insane.
Okay. Okay. Do what you have to do. I'll just read some super chats that I didn't notice. Sorry about that. I just saw your message. So Chris W, thank you for the $5 pizza. I believe the model for the Lockheed ad is Russian. Really ironic. Oh. Okay, that is pretty ironic. Yeah, it's a arms company, American company, which is Russia is like in war with like the West right now, Ukraine. So that is ironic. Patrick, thank you for the $5. If you get a Base Pro Shop hat, you'll get 20K Southern subscribers. What's that? I don't know what that is. I'll Google that and maybe try to get it if I can guess 20K Southern subscribers. Okay. So that was it for the super chats, and I got a PayPal. Yes, thank you. Yes, lunch for the supermodels Anna and Bella. I will not disclose.
Was it a lot?
I will not disclose because I have a budget, and I'm gonna spend proper lunch money on you. So no worries.
Can we go for omakase?
No.
And some cocktails.
Not omakase.
And then like we can do like a whiskey.
Omakase is like 300 per person. What are you talking about?
I have a model fee, David. I am an influencer and I get paid decently into brand deals.
Hey, I assure you, when we get big, I will serve you omakase. But we are not in the position. I haven't had omakase myself. Like I had 2 times I had omakase.
Okay, yeah, we don't need, okay, we can do fine dining instead, fine.
I was thinking of Lotteria.
No.
Okay, so we gotta run. You can end your stream first while I do some like plugins and promos.
Okay.
So just before we end, please don't leave guys because I'm gonna introduce you to the best Best
Okay, I'm gonna
website
wait.
in the
Let
world.
me say goodbye to my stream. Thank you guys, and see you next week for my stream. And watch out for my video. Bye.
Yeah, so please don't